and I'd like to welcome you to the North Las Vegas State of the City Luncheon. Thank you all for coming. We have lots of dignitaries and elected officials. Today we don't have time to name every single person, but if you're an elected official in state government, local government, federal government, or even appointed to your position, can you please stand? We want to give you a round of applause. Go ahead and please stand. Everybody, if you're an elected official, certainly the members of the North Las Vegas City Council. Come on, Irene. Awesome. Thank you so much. And I would like to single out one person because I could just do this because I have the podium. He's one of my best friends, and he deserves special recognition today, and that is the former mayor of North Las Vegas, John Lee. We appreciate all of you. We appreciate your support of the city of North Las Vegas. And without you, the city's phenomenal, monumental progress would not be possible. The city of North Las Vegas has made so much history in the last year with Mayor Goynes-Brown, who is so very excited to share some of those highlights with you in just a few moments. But before I begin, I'd like to invite Reverend J. Wayne Chasen, pastor of Grace Covenant Christian Church and chaplain of our North Las Vegas Police and Fire. Please, everyone, stand to join Reverend Chasen in the invocation.
The psalmist writes, "The Lord hath done great things for us, whereof we are glad." Today is a day of celebration, reflection, and refinement. We continue to pray and petition the Lord today that he would continue to pour out his love upon our city, state, nation, and world. That the greatest of our days are yet before us and not behind us. Let us pray. Our God and the God of all people, God of the rich and God of the poor, God of the hunted and God of the protector, God of the faithful and God of those who have no God. We assemble here today to celebrate our great city, our mayor, city council, and all public officials, and to share in the power of vision, community, and purpose. Thank you on behalf of all who are gathered here today and on behalf of all the citizens of this city and state for your abundant grace and your bountiful blessings, which we now enjoy. Today, as we engage in the beauty of fellowship with friends and acquaintances new and old, among paneled walls and cloth-draped tables adorned with a bountiful spread for our delight, we acknowledge that every blessing is a gift from thine own hands, and we humbly say thank you. Thank you for the abundance of thy grace and your provision in our lives. Thank you for the ability to be involved in useful work and for the honor of bearing appropriate responsibilities. Today, O God, you have given us many reasons to rejoice, not the least of which has been your hand of favor upon our city. In the midst of turbulent and uncertain times, you continue to cause this city to prosper and to have good success. We echo the words of the psalmist in Psalm 90 and 1, who says, "Lord, you have been our dwelling place in all generations." Be with the elected leaders of this city, guide their thoughts, words, and actions. Bless them with health and strength, crown them with wisdom, skill, and insight. May your hand of blessing be upon all the city officials, appointed leaders, and staff, and most certainly her citizens. Give them clear vision as they lead our city's business and the various city departments. We ask you today to be with Mayor Pamela Goynes-Brown today as she stands to cast vision for the future of the city of North Las Vegas. We pray for thy grace upon her for this hour, but also from this hour forward. Lord, in this month of March, Women's History Month, we thank you and we celebrate the many history-making women who are in this room right now. Peaceful, prosperous, and joyful. Las Vegas, may the years ahead be peaceful, prosperous, and joyful. We look forward with hope even as we ask for thine help. And we pray these things in your name and for your glory. Amen.
Please remain standing. Thank you, Reverend Chasen. And now I'd like to invite Deshyla Cannon to the stage. Deshyla has been an employee of the city of North Las Vegas for nearly 2 years and began singing in her church. Today, she's going to be sharing her beautiful voice with us and sing the national anthem. Deshyla, welcome to the stage.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the whole brave?
Thank you, Deshyla. And now I would like to invite the council member representing Ward 1, Isaac Barone, to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. No, I didn't tell you to sit down. Who told you to sit down? Follow my lead.
Mitch, I thought we were friends. I've got to follow that? Folks, please join me in saying the Pledge of Allegiance. Ready? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
Now you could sit down. Thank you, Councilman Barone. If you live in North Las Vegas or you do business in the city, you have noticed an amazing and continuous transformation over the past several years. There is development happening all over the city, and new opportunities and amenities for our residents are truly multiplying. We would like to share with you a brief video highlighting some of the city's recent activities and accomplishments.
I'm just so proud to call North Las Vegas my home.
Pretty incredible city that's really taking off.
We're doing something good.
We're growing now. We came out of a very dark period.
2013, it was on the verge of being taken over by the state.
We just put our heads together, put together a vision, and say, you know what, failure is not going to be an option for us. We have too many people depending on the city to thrive, and so that's exactly what we did.
Stereotypes, myths, and rumors, maybe they were justified, maybe they weren't many decades ago, but today they're absolutely not.
We had this notion that we were going to grow a tax base. We would go out, we would attract businesses to come in, and we would offset the burden on residents, and we would be able to stabilize the city's revenues.
We have a robust and aggressive vision that this council put together even before I was elected mayor to come in and just to keep that momentum going. I am just so excited to have those projects finished under my leadership.
Families, senior communities, military personnel, everybody's welcome.
Quality of life for our veterans is very important to me. Not just a thank you, but to actually show them how much we appreciate all that they did, as well as their families, the sacrifices that they made.
And our customers sometimes is small business, sometimes bigger businesses, and every business in between.
The expansion of a restaurant row along Craig Road. Just in the last 3 years, 24 restaurants opened their doors. I mean, that is true growth.
A lot of ribbon cuttings and a lot of groundbreakings. I probably have more shovels than Ace Hardware.
You can see so many new buildings being built.
We've been open now 15 months, family-owned business.
On the north side of Vegas, I like the food over here.
Greens, yams, mac and cheese.
North Las Vegas is the breadbasket for the entire region. We have the land for the diversification of the economy in southern Nevada. That's where the jobs are going to be. They're going to be in North Las Vegas.
Apex Industrial Area, our job creation zone, our Helios project, the revitalization of our downtown core, and just increasing our medical blueprint across North Las Vegas. They are bringing in sustainable, high-paying jobs, and so it will afford you to be able to live here, to raise your family here.
So many parts of our country, we hear that the American dream, home ownership, is pushed out of reach, but still here in our city, we still have an attainable American dream.
Our entire lives are North Las Vegas. My dad worked in construction for about almost 20 years. So him being able to leave construction, come into his own restaurant, imagine completely on his own in a country that's not his, is probably one of the biggest advancements we've seen. It makes me want to go to college, get my degree, and keep building on what he has.
North Las Vegas is very diverse, and I think that's one of the unique characteristics that make it special.
As a person who grew up here, the one that I will say that I'm most proud of, of course, is having the state of Nevada's very first African-American mayor.
I have a lot of big shoes to fill. I'm humbled. I'm just so thankful and grateful to the voters of North Las Vegas for having their faith and trust in my leadership skills.
Now we have the first Latina member of our council with Councilwoman Ruth Garcia Anderson.
She's the first council person who's actually born in Mexico. She represents part of that immigrant's dream, to come to this country, to be educated within our system, to make a difference.
The north part of Las Vegas, that's where I found myself to be more comfortable. I like this area.
It is very important for us to know that our residents feel represented.
People on this side, I can relate to them, feels like home.
We have incredible people on this team, and none of them are there because of what they look like or which bathroom stall they go in.
I've never seen a Democrat pothole or a Republican streetlight that needs to be changed. People want a quality of life. They want to be safe in their neighborhoods. That's what we're trying to do.
We also have a great community policing effort going on in North Las Vegas, and that's just getting those officers out into our neighborhoods, into our schools, into our businesses to say that I'm just a person too.
I've seen this side of town definitely clean up. We've seen a lot less crime.
North Las Vegas is a quality place to live, a safe place to live.
I have seen the transformation of my community in the last 10 years, and I want to be a part of that effort.
We're moving. We have that momentum, that speed, and that force.
We don't go backwards over here, we go forward.
Scripture I love is by their fruits they shall be known. I think if you take the time to look at where North Las Vegas was, where they are now, and the fruits of the labor, why would you not want to be a part of that?
This is my home. I love it. Come check us out here in North Las Vegas.
Hey guys, come check us out, North Fifth Brew & Co. in North Las Vegas.
We've got hustle and heart here in the city of North Las Vegas. We are a thriving community. We work hard, and you can see the fruits of our labor just by walking out the door in any direction that you turn.
I love North Las Vegas.
Where did she go? Okay. Now, on behalf of the North Las Vegas City Council, it is my pleasure to welcome for the North Las Vegas State of the City Address and her first time as mayor, Mayor Pamela Goynes-Brown.
This girl is on fire. This girl is on fire. She's walking on fire. This girl is on fire. Looks like a girl, but she's a flame.
Please have a seat. Oh my. Well, good afternoon. And welcome to the 27th annual North Las Vegas State of the City. In this first year, I have the pleasure of hosting you as mayor, and I couldn't be more excited. Shh, Mom. That's my mother. Thank you to Mitch Fox, President and CEO of Nevada Broadcasters Association, for being our Masters of Ceremonies. Mitch has hosted every single North Las Vegas State of the City address, so I'd like to recognize my friends and colleagues of the incredible city of North Las Vegas, Mayor Pro Tem Scott Black, Councilman Isaac Barone, Councilwoman Ruth Garcia Anderson, and Councilman Richard Churchio. These men and women work so hard to advocate for their ward, our residents. I'd like to ask them to put an accessible council in our residents, for our residents. I'd like to ask them to please stand so we can again recognize them with a round of applause. I also want to thank our incredible support team, without whom none of this would be possible. Acting Chief of Staff, Roselle P. DeBenito, Council Liaisons, Brianna Perkins and Claudia Lomelli, and Executive Secretary, Lori Glassford. These ladies, God bless them. I don't know how. I don't know how they keep us all in line and in time with a smile on their face while emailing constituents with one hand and planning an event with the other. From all of you, all of us at Council, ladies, we say thank you. I'd also like to recognize our friends and partners in the audience who are elected representatives for other jurisdictions or agencies. I appreciate your partnership. Could you please stand once again so that we can recognize you? Come on, I see you. Thank you. Thank you to Christine Medella and Storyville Road, who put together the beautiful video that you just saw today. Storyville Road is a small, woman-owned, minority-owned Southern Nevada business that does incredible work and is exactly the type of small business that we support here in the city of North Las Vegas. Let's please give Christine and her team a big round of applause for a job beautifully done. To my family, I could not imagine a world without you. To my husband, Romero, thank you for being my biggest cheerleader. We are writing a beautiful story together. To my sons, Bobby and Michael, who are not with us today, you are the anchors in my life. No matter how old you are or how taller you are than I am, you will never outgrow my heart. Aww. Kimberly and Byron, you always have my back through all our life's endeavors. The greatest gift our parents gave us was each other. And finally, to my parents. I promise you I won't cry today. You showed me what leadership is. You taught me grace, humility, and hard work. I would not be here today without the foundation you built and the path you paved. Thank you, Mom and Dad. I love you. Thank you. When my siblings and I were children, we used to play in the grass outside of the old city hall while my father, Theron Goynes, worked inside. He spent 20 years as a North Las Vegas City Councilman, 12 of them as Mayor Pro Tem. He was the first black man to serve as a member of the North Las Vegas City Council, and when he chaired a council meeting one night in the mayor's absence, he became the first black elected person in Nevada history to ever lead a government body. Okay, now, we can't clap after every sentence. I got a lot to tell you. But I appreciate you. My father ran for mayor of North Las Vegas in 1997 and lost the election. It took another 15 years before another African American tried for the mayor's seat. Today, I stand here proudly and humbly to say that history has been made. The first page in the next chapter of our city's history has been written. The progress we have worked so hard to achieve in the city of North Las Vegas has been realized. I stand here today as the first black elected mayor in the history of Nevada, excited and proud to represent the incredible people of North Las Vegas. Now you can clap for that. Because of the work this team has done to remove barriers to opportunity, because of the tremendous progress we have made to equalize the playing field for all of our residents, we have created the conditions where people of color have the opportunity and ability to rise to positions of power in our organization and in our city. Our assistant city manager, Rebecca Gibson, and I were the first African-American female duo in Nevada to conduct a city council meeting when she served as acting city manager during a council meeting last summer. My friend, Councilman Isaac Barone, has the honor and distinction of being the first City of North Las Vegas's Hispanic council member. Councilwoman Ruth Garcia Anderson made history just a few months ago by becoming the first Latina North Las Vegas City Council member. Jacqueline Gravatt, who in 2001 was the first black woman ever to serve as a patrol officer in the North Las Vegas Police Department, is now the city's police chief and the first black female to hold that role. And Michaela Moore, our incredibly brilliant city attorney, is the first Filipina city attorney in the state of Nevada. I could go on and on. Instead, I'll page 2. Congressman Stephen Horst, Congressional District, Chairman of the Congressional Black Caucus. Our very own 4th Congressional District Representative of the Congressional Black Caucus. Our very own 4th Congressional District Representative will now lead the conscience of the Congress, helping to guide. Earlier this month, selected the chair of the Nevada State Democratic Party. Dr. Darion Pollard is the first president of the newly named Nevada State University. Right. I'd be remiss if I didn't pay homage to Sarah's audience with us. She was a part of that part of the OG team. This is history. This is progress and momentum in the right direction. The city of North Las Vegas is the 18th most culturally diverse city in the nation. We are proud minority-majority city. The faces you see in city, we are proud minority-majority city. The faces you see in City Hall, proud minority-majority city. The faces you see in City Hall and our halls of government were not we represent, father saw. Our city council and executive team look like the people we represent, and they can see themselves in them. as I like to say, you got to get the right people on the bus. Now, I could certainly focus on why it took so long to get here, but what I choose to see is that it is here now, and that is a big deal. Our babies can now say, wow, look what happened in 2022 with Mayor Pamela Goynes-Brown. It can also happen to me. This is about more than simply putting people into positions. Nope. In the city of North Las Vegas, we empower folks to bring forward their different perspectives, experiences, and points of view so they directly influence policy and the work we do to meet the diverse needs of our residents. Our city manager, Dr. Ryan Juden, has engaged in what he calls purposeful and intentional efforts to empower all team members. When he came to our city hall, over 90% of our executive directors were white men. Today, over 40% of our executives are female, and almost half come from communities of color. Dr. Juden's efforts to build our world-class executive team are commendable and transformative. Condoleezza Rice, the first female African-American Secretary of State and the first woman to serve as National Security Advisor, once said, "People who end up first don't set out to actually be first, they set out to do something they love." I love the city of North Las Vegas, my home of 58 years. I ran for mayor because my work here isn't finished. I am not done serving the people of my hometown. Our team, working with our residents and collaborating with all of you, is writing a new chapter in history of the city of North Las Vegas, a chapter I will entitle Momentum. Growing up, like my siblings, I took not to quit. One beautiful spring day when all my friends were gathering to play, I told my mom, I didn't want to go to piano lessons. She simply said, "Get your stuff together, time to go." And if you know my mother, that was the end of that conversation. I am not sure what talent she saw in me or why I was not allowed to give up, but I ended up taking lessons for years and then becoming a piano major in college, where I was trained as a classically concert pianist. In 1993, researchers Erickson and Cramp watched expert violinists and pianists and came up with a theory about musical experts. They concluded that becoming a master was not due to innate talent, but rather the result of intense and deliberate practice for at least 10 years. Years later, in his best-selling book, Outliers, Malcolm Gladwell popularized this early study by discussing the 10,000 rule, where someone could become an expert by dedicating 2 hours of study a day for 10 years. It is clear our team members have become experts in several areas. To understand where we are today, you have to understand the city's history over the past decade. We faced extremely difficult decisions when I came onto council because of the dire situation we had inherited. I can tell you we easily exceeded the 2 hours a day threshold working on solving the city's problems. Through shared vision and the determination not to let our city fail, you see the fruits of our labor. I am so proud to be a part of this think tank that saved the city of North Las Vegas. I want to continue that progress and keep the innovation and the momentum going. Over the past decade, the words North Las Vegas have become almost synonymous with economic development in Nevada. In 2022, an incredible 2/3 of all Southern Nevada companies incentivized by the state selected the city of North Las Vegas as their home. Our history of growonomics, not raising taxes on residents and existing businesses, but attracting new industry to grow the city's tax base to provide services to residents, has resulted in more city-generated economic activity over the past decade in the city of North Las Vegas than anywhere else in Nevada. You want to talk about momentum? Listen to these statistics. Our team has created 65,353 jobs. Did I say that wrong? Let me try that again. 63,553 new jobs with an average hourly wage of $33.31, $438 million of capital investment, $36 billion in economic impact. I am a sports lover, so I will put it to you this way. That is the economic equivalent of hosting 72 Super Bowls. right. We set out to grow a new tax base, and we succeeded. In 2013, the assessed taxable value in the city of North Las Vegas was $3.9 billion. Today, that number has climbed to more than $11 billion. That is a 180% increase in taxable value, meaning we didn't just expand our tax base, we have nearly tripled our tax base over the past decade. This is momentum and evidence that our team have become economic development experts. I want to thank Finance Director Will Hardy and his team for their savvy and expertly managing the city's finances to put us on such solid footing. We are ushering in a new era of medical care for residents in Southern Nevada with the historic $5 billion hospital project in the city's job creation zone adjacent to the VA hospital. The Pacific Group recently broke ground on Helios Health and Wellness Campus, a 135-acre medical campus that will include a 600-bed hospital, 1 million square feet of medical and technology space, 1 million square feet of research and development space, retail, a hotel, and 7 restaurants. This project is anticipated to create 12,000 new jobs and provide much-needed specialty care for residents. No longer will people have to travel outside city limits for a doctor's appointment. Yes. This city council has also began the largest redevelopment agency project in the city of North Las Vegas history with the redevelopment of 19 acres in our downtown Lake Mead, Las Vegas Boulevard corridor. In partnership with Agora Realty and Management, our downtown North Las Vegas Gateway will become a mixed-use, master-planned commercial medical district with healthcare facilities, shops, restaurants, parks, multifamily housing, and community spaces. People sometimes ask me, does North Las Vegas even have a downtown? Well, yeah, we do, but it's not clearly defined. We are changing that. We want to give people a reason to get off the 15 at Lake Mead and say, let me see what's going on over there. Our incredible economic development team, led by Director Jared Luke, is putting together a downtown that will have a little something for everyone. Out at Apex Industrial Park, the momentum we have created with unprecedented infrastructure, investment has paid off exactly as we envisioned. Air Liquide, Crocs, Van Trust, Home Phone, Ball Corp. These are some examples of the companies changing the landscape of our once barren desert. Director Alfredo Malesio and his team have made it easy and comfortable for companies to do businesses with us. We have never wavered in our high standards of community insight, but we spend over our 10,000 hours becoming experts on how to cut the red tape, strip down the bureaucracy, put humans in front of paperwork, and deliver unparalleled customer service. As we welcome these Fortune 500 companies and new entities to our city and drivers for a new economy here in Nevada, we have never lost sight of the small businesses that make up the backbone of our community. In fact, we have doubled down on our investment in North Las Vegas mom and pop entrepreneurs, especially those from communities historically overlooked. Director Luke and his mighty team of Terry Sheridan, Alan Ragsdale, and Brittany West are transforming our region and state. Last year, in collaboration with UNLV, we launched the Small Business Connector. This innovative project has provided services to more than 1,100 small businesses, 75% of which are minority, veteran, and/or women-owned. In addition, we placed 46 new employees in these companies and helped start 18 new businesses through the Small Business Development Center. This is phenomenal. These opportunities create generational change and build momentum that will impact North Las Vegas families for decades to come. The North Las Vegas Small Business Connector helps build hand through the process, connecting by providing low-cost loans, but by holding their hand through the process, connecting them with partners and mentors, and providing them resources and knowledge. How can people in our community get government contracts? How can folks work with government in a way that's not so daunting, especially for our minority communities who may have doors closed previously? We answer those questions and use the time we put in becoming experts to make others in the community experts quickly and with great results. We took a City of North Las Vegas Grants Department, not only to capitalize on what we accurately anticipated would be increased spending coming out of Washington, but also to provide North Las Vegas small businesses and nonprofits with hands-on guidance and expertise to help Las Vegas small businesses and nonprofits with hands-on guidance and expertise to help them procure federal grants as well. In partnership with Nevada Grant Lab, we developed an innovative program that provides our community's nonprofit organizations with grant writers, trainers, and program evaluators to help them be as competitive as possible in procuring federal programming for North Las Vegas residents. The vision has paid off. In fiscal year 2021, by bringing in professionals and establishing the grants department, the city received $121 million in active awards, a 505% increase. If you add in COVID-related funding, the city procured $168 million in awards, a 740% increase in just 2 years, and another $149 million worth of proposals for our community are in the pipeline now. That is tremendous momentum, thanks to Director Leslie Nix and her team. This incredible growth in federal aid enables us to allocate services to residents and even refund money directly back to ratepayers. Our City Council saved residents $7 million this past year by reducing sewer rates for every single customer in our service area. The majority of our users received a 19% decrease on their monthly utility bills or more. This is fantastic management by Utilities Director Tom Brady. Yeah. Hold on. The city is also investing and reinvesting in growing our team to provide additional services for residents and customers, increased efficiency, and reduce costs and fees. I want to thank our fantastic City of North Las Vegas team members and our tremendous labor partners for their collaboration in establishing smart, progressive policies and programs that have resulted in the City of North Las Vegas being recognized as a leader in good government and best municipal practices. The strides and successes you see here today have truly been a decade in the making. During the city's darkest days, this City Council set out with a vision that failure was not going to be an option. We faced with stride receivership. When we got our hands dirty, we stayed up late and we worked on saving the city. For far exceeding the 10,000 rule, we became experts in saving a city. Mayor John Lee did a phenomenal job writing the first chapter of the City of North Las Vegas success story. Now, all of us together will write chapter 2. Thank you, Mayor Lee. The city is healthy financially, and we have a well-crafted and proven roadmap to success for a long-term future and the durability of the city. We will not repeat the mistakes of the past. I want to take a moment to recognize City Manager Dr. Ryan Juden, who has been an integral part of this team from the very beginning, and for the past 5 years, he has been at the City of North Las Vegas as Chief Executive Officer. It has been said that people with good intentions make promises, and people with good character keep them. Well, I can tell you, Ryan Juden keeps his promises. Thank you, Ryan. I have never seen a man so dedicated to service, so committed to a community, no matter what zip code he lives in. He listens to people, he collaborates, and he's a team player. He cares about what residents want and need, and he acts creatively and responsibly to meet those needs. I can't think of anyone more in tune with this community than Dr. Juden, and the residents of North Las Vegas and the council are lucky to have you, Ryan, as a part of our team. Thank you again. I also want to say current attempts to dismantle the team that saved the city or change the election results will be fought with the tenacity one would expect from a girl who grew up in this scrappy little community. Now, Following long campaigns of ideas, the residents of North Las Vegas spoke unequivocally and resoundingly in endorsing what this council and team has accomplished, and the voters voiced their desire for that momentum to continue. I want to thank our fantastic government affairs team, Jared Luke, Leonardo Benavides, and Candace Townsend, for all the late nights and long hours they spend educating people about our great city and advocating as a voice for our residents. My focus as mayor will be on the people of this city, ensuring they have a great quality of life with equal opportunities for success, good schools, a solid support system, top-notch parks, and safe neighborhoods. We have seen a tremendous amount of positive momentum from our North Las Vegas Police Department in reducing crime through diverse, intentional recruiting and increased community policing. I want you all to get that dated, wrong image of nasty boys out of your head. The citizens of North Las Vegas can feel safer in the city as homicides have decreased by more than 50% year to date. Our police department's job is to interact with people. Everyone has a story, circumstances of how they got to where they are, and you have to build trust with people before they communicate with you. Our goal in community policing is to do exactly what it sounds like. Our officers get out there in the community and build connections. Under the stellar leadership of Chief Jacqueline Gravatt and Assistant Chief Michael Harris, we started a program last year where our officers and firefighters serve as coaches in our municipal soccer league. I'm not going to point fingers, but in the first head-to-head game, the PD youth team beat the firefighters team 10-1. Oh well, Chief Calhoun, I know your team will do better next time. City Manager Juden attributes part of that success to the fact that the winning team was one of the teams he coached the season before. It is wonderful to see our leaders volunteering outside of the office to make our community better. If you see someone in an everyday environment, and then especially if they look like you, no matter what demographic you are, it opens up those pathways to communication. We've found you accomplish much more if you serve the community in that manner. Just like every level of government in the city of North Las Vegas, we want our police department to reflect the community we serve. We are aggressively recruiting people of color and women with an emphasis on military members, veterans, and lateral transfers who already understand public service world and live servant leadership. City Manager Juden unveiled an extremely attractive incentive package that offers up to $40,000 in bonuses for experienced recruits. At North Las Vegas Municipal Court, Judge Chris Lee and Judge Courtney Ketter are refining what justice looks like in our community with the innovative North Las Vegas Care Court. Prosecutors, defense attorneys, correctional center staff, case managers, and court team members all work together to connect participants with resources such as transitional housing, substance abuse counseling, job placement, and vital records, all with the goal of helping to break cycles of recidivism and to create pathways to future success. This is the social justice our team envisioned in creating the North Las Vegas Community Correctional Center. Under the leadership of Director Renee Baker, Captain Christopher Tate, and Community Services Specialist Jeria Williams, our Reimage Correction Center continues to expand its life-changing efforts in collaboration with the Care Court. Programming has gained an impressive amount of momentum now and includes a highly successful residential substance abuse treatment program and an innovative model that places a case manager and substance abuse counselor in-house at the center to provide clients with more intensive care. Recognition is due as well to City Attorney Michaela Moore, our fantastic team of legal minds in the City of North Las Vegas City Attorney's Office. If I were to start listing all of the accolades and awards they have won in the past year for their community service and achievements, y'all would have to pay for dinner too. Okay. Needless to say, they set the bar incredibly high for public service and smarts, and we are truly lucky to have them advocating for our residents. Thank you, Michaela, and the City Attorney's Office. Our incredible North Las Vegas Fire Department has also become a national model for innovation, recruitment, and training. Most recently, our second-to-none Fire Chief Joseph Calhoun led the department in modifying our ambulance contracts to increase coverage for residents and reduce response times. This will make care faster for residents and save lives. The city has also added 2 new fire department rescue ambulances to add to capacity and establish a technical rescue team to provide specialized services for our new large industrial departments, as well as to respond to complex rescues involving residents. As a girl, I used to sit at my piano after school while practicing and look out the window. You spend a lot of time at those keys getting to those 10,000 hours. I remember taking breaks during my piano lessons, playing outside in front of my teacher's house. My siblings and I love the outdoors and spend hours running around the neighborhood, playing in parks, and climbing trees. I want our city of North Las Vegas neighborhoods and parks to once again look like they did back then, sparkling. I want our mature areas to have that same feeling of walking into paradise as our new areas. Over the past years, we have invested in our community to bring it to a condition our residents deserve. We overhauled the Silver Mesa Recreation Center pool to rave reviews, installed a new gym floor and sports amenities at Neighborhood Rec Center, renovated sports fields at Harkey Park, and revamped the Walker Pool Center. Now I am very excited to announce that my council colleagues and I have asked City Manager and Parks Director Cass Palmer to reinvigorate every single park south of Craig Road. Yes. Each will receive a major update of some sort: a new splash pad, new play equipment, a dog park, lighting. In the next few months, you will see these investments incorporating into next year's city budget. As we continue to invest in parks and amenities in the newer areas of town, we will bring our more mature parks into the 21st century. These are the hidden gems of our neighborhoods that we want to get sparkling again. Imagine the ripple effect a pebble makes when tossed into a calm palm. Through this initiative, the investment to beautify each park will create a ripple effect capable of increasing property values all around the park and throughout the community. I want to thank Assistant City Manager Sally Emails, Director Cass Palmer, and his team for the efforts to make our park sparkle, and Public Works Director Dale Daffrin and his phenomenal team for the execution of this vision. It is our duty and commitment to provide residents a great quality of life that includes safe neighborhoods, beautiful green spaces, and desirable amenities. The city of North Las Vegas used to be a dining desert. It used to be hard to find a place to eat, much less a nice sit-down restaurant for your family or something healthy. Today, the city of North Las Vegas is home to an international buffet of restaurants, and the 4-mile stretch of Craig Road, now known as Restaurant Row, has become a regional destination for date night and good eats. 24 new restaurants have opened on Restaurant Row within the past 3 years. Assemblyman Ruben De Silva was right when he called Craig Road one of the great economic stories of our state, rising from an empty desert stretch into one of the most vibrant corridors in Nevada. Businesses are following the rooftops we are bringing into this city as we invest in residents and neighborhoods. We recognize that the need for affordable housing is at an all-time high, and we are meeting that need with increasing housing stock and policies designated to keep home ownership attainable and affordable. Last year at this time, we had issued permits for 334 multi-units. That has skyrocketed to 1,257 multi-units just this year. We also understand that even affordable housing may not be attainable for some. For the unsheltered in our community and those experiencing homelessness, we created the Homeless Outreach and Mobile Engagement, or HOME team, to meet people where they are, physically and mentally, to provide services they may need: food, housing, health care, and counseling. Last year, through our street outreach team and programming in the Community Correctional Center, we provided shelter to more than 600 people. Government isn't faceless. It isn't about titles or awards or accolades for elected officials or government employees. It is about the residents and the results for the people and the families that we serve. City Manager Juden recognized the need for a department focused exclusively on the people, and created the Community Services and Engagement Department. Director Seraphin Calvo, whose name means angel, and I think he truly is one for the number of lives he has touched with his service, personally and professionally. He has taken that concept and put together an impactful slate of programming that is reaching thousands in our communities, veterans, those struggling with housing insecurity and immigrant populations, and our students and teachers. Seraphin and his team are putting in the time to become experts on pockets of our community historically overlooked for far too long. During the COVID pandemic, we developed an innovative education initiative, the Southern Nevada Urban Micro Academy, to ensure that children received basic instruction during public school closures so they didn't experience any learning loss. Seraphin and his team have continued that work with the North Las Vegas Education Advisory Committee, a dedicated board of teachers, business leaders, community advocates, and a student appointed by the council to be a link between the city and schools, parents, teachers, support teams, and students. Committee members have identified 5 schools to pilot new programming to increase attendance and family engagement. Our goal is to reach out to North Las Vegas schools to see their greatest needs and how we can help them. Sometimes folks just need a little hand up, whether that's school supplies or training a new program to get kids excited about coming to school. For veterans in our community, we built a dedicated resource center, the first of its kind in Nevada, to be owned and operated by a city government, to give our heroes a safe, welcoming place to meet, find resources, and get services. In collaboration with our fantastic Veterans Community Commission, chaired by community leader Mikey Kelly, the center is actively engaged in all kinds of programming and events for our community, and our veterans deserve it. Thank you for your service. I want to thank Assistant City Manager Rebecca Gibson for her leadership on this project. Rebecca is a native North Las Vegas from the historic West Side, and she puts her heart and soul into doing right by her community. Rebecca, where are you? Thank you for all that you do. The City Council made an innovative investment in the North Las Vegas Hispanic community with the creation of the Dolores Huerta Hispanic Resource Center. When it opens, members of our community will be able to access classes, services, and other resources in both Spanish and in English. This is really groundbreaking and transformative for so many in this community to open new opportunities, whether a diploma or college degree, health or legal services, job training, or social and cultural programming. The center is named in honor of the wonderful Dolores Huerta, a civil rights activist and labor leader famous for fighting to improve conditions for farm workers and to increase women's representation. She is super excited to see her namesake center in the city of North Las Vegas. She joined us for the groundbreaking, and she is planning her next trip back for the ribbon cutting. This is incredible momentum. This is the focus of our 10,000 hours as we put in time trying to innovate things for our residents. On the campaign trail, perhaps not surprising, I received a ton of advice. Some good, some definitely not. The best of it reminded me of my teaching days and the book, All I Really Need to Know, I Learned in Kindergarten. Stay true to who you are. Put your constituents first. Put your faith in God and trust in that process. And most importantly, when you look in that mirror, be sure you did the right thing and are proud of who you are. In the city of North Las Vegas, we live by the motto, you do what is right and let the consequences follow. I watched North Las Vegas grow up alongside me, and it has developed into a truly thriving and growing community, thanks in large part to this team. In the Bible, we learned about how to judge whether a tree is good or bad when it teaches, by their fruits ye shall know them. Team North Las Vegas is producing incredible fruit that is changing the lives of our residents, fruit that is transformative, fruit that is building a better community we can all call home. There is still much work to be done. For example, in just a few weeks, our libraries, under the director of Forrest Lewis's leadership, I'm so excited, will be active and open again, and that's a huge milestone for us. Let's give that a round of applause. For the first time since 2008, the financial crisis, library hours will be fully restored to pre-crisis hours. It took time, but our libraries are returning stronger than ever. I know I have big shoes to fill. I am very, very close to my dad. People say I'm his twin. Both in education and in public service, I choose to follow in his footsteps, and I know how proud I have made him. I plan to meet his expectations, and I plan to meet your expectations as mayor, as we have in the city for the past decade, and as we will continue to do for decades to come. We are literally writing history right now for our residents and for the next generation who, thanks to the momentum we've created, can now see themselves in these roles. I am proud to be part of that legacy and a chapter in that history. I want to thank you all for coming today and for being a part of our story. Now, let's go put in those 10,000 hours. All right. Thank you.
Oh yeah, baby. Like a fool, I went and stayed too long. I'm wondering if your love's still strong. Ooh, baby, here I am, signed, sealed, delivered. I'm yours. Then that time I went and said goodbye. Now I'm back and not ashamed to cry.
Can we thank Mayor Goynes-Brown again for that fantastic, awesome State of the City address? We wish her well. Thank you also to the Aliante Casino Hotel Spa for hosting today's City of North Las Vegas State of the City address, and for Events by Bliss for the audiovisual work, and to all the city staff who worked to make this a successful event. Thank you for coming. Have a great afternoon. Bye-bye, everybody.